Hey guys, this is Ryan. I just bought this Dirt Devil Lift and Go vacuum. I think, it was yesterday. Actually, last night. Yesterday evening at Walmart. I got it for $119. Well, and something cents. At least $120. That and I bought some body wash because I need body wash. But anyway, this is Dirt Devil's, one of Dirt Devil's latest editions, newest vacuums that come out on the market. Moving this around so you can see the different dimensions of it. Basically, this vacuum is essentially the Dirt Devil's answer to the Shark Navigator Lift Away. Now, in case you never heard of the Shark Navigator Lift Away, it's a very popular vacuum made by Europro. If you ever heard of them, they usually make, notorious for pretty cheap appliances. But they make a vacuum that has a detachable canister and that is supposed to detach, and so that way, the vacuum can go from an upright mode to a portable canister mode, and then back again or whatever. And it's a pretty neat vacuum. It actually is, it's sold, they sold a lot of the Navigator Lift Aways, quite a bit, in fact. And I guess it's starting to become a growing trend because now, Dirt Devil's kind of joined the market with the Lift and Go, which essentially does almost the same thing as the Lift Away. It's a little bit different. The features are slightly different with the vacuum. Here I'm going to go over the features. I'm just going to go over the features and what I think about it. And actually, I have used this before, and so and maybe next time next time I post a video, I'll show it in action so that you can see for yourself, and I'll show you what's inside the bin so you can see, how well it does in, regular cleaning right here at Quentin Burdick Job Corps in Minot, North Dakota. And of course, in case you never heard of that, I'm, studying facilities maintenance here in Job Corps, and hopefully I get back to Pennsylvania by the time I'm done, and I'll be taking this and the Bissell with me. And that Bissell back there is the Power Groom multi-cyclonic canister. That one I bought July 31st, 2014. And actually, it works pretty good. It doesn't have a brush hole like this one has, but it, for straight suction. But it does have a lot of suction power. And I'm going to maybe try to get a TurboCat head, turbine head, and a Rugrat turbo nozzle to try to augment the Bissell so it cleans better. But here's the Lift Away. I'm sorry, Lift and Go. Excuse me. Lift and Go, not Lift Away. This is a knockoff of the Lift Away. One other thing, of course, this is it's lightweight. It's about maybe 12 pounds, something like that, all together. So it's not that heavy. It's actually pretty nice and light, One of the things that this has that the Shark Lift Away, Navigator Lift Away does not have is that this has a dual cyclonic system. This is dual cyclonic, and in fact, I will take this apart. Let me put this over here. I like having two hands with this. Okay, this is a dual cyclonic system. This is the little shroud design that the Dell makes, and if you were to look inside it, if you can look inside it, there is a little tube. There is that little inner cyclone in there, and this is proven technology. In fact, because James Dyson, the guy who makes the current Dyson vacuums of today, the ones that rattle around the ball, he actually designed the dual cyclonic technology, and I'll give you a little brief history of that. James Dyson was vacuuming with his vacuum back then. I guess it was some kind of Hoover Jr., which was popular in the UK, and he noticed that it was losing power, lost its suction power. It wasn't cleaning as well, and he was growing frustrated with it. He figured there had to be a better way, and he, trying to find a way to improve the design here. He came across I think a sawmill, or a paint mill, or either painting factory, some kind of industrial building, where it had a cyclone. It had a cyclone separator that, instead of using filters to filter out, I guess, whatever, was they were trying to filter out, it was paint or sand or dust, it used a funnel. And that funnel would spin out the particles and everything, so it wouldn't clog. And he sat there, at night, he drew out, what the funnel looked like. He went back home and he started to design, go through designs, trying to make a rudimentary cardboard mock-up of the cyclone system that he saw and put on the silver. And it worked. And so he went and tried to design, a dual cyclonic system that would work, to market it in the marketplace. And it took him 5 years, and I think 5,120, either 21 or 5,123 patents or prototypes to finally get it. And he finally got dual cyclone technology. That's what I think, either that or root cyclone. I think it was dual cyclone. But yeah, that's a little history. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. It feels like I have a frog in my throat. That's a little history behind the dual cyclonic technology. And of course, it was used on the Dysons, sold in the UK in the early 90s up to 2001, when they had root cyclone technology. Phantom had used it, and now you see, I guess since the dual cyclone patents expired, I guess, because now you're seeing a lot of companies like Dirt Devil, use it. I have 2 vacuums that are dual cyclonic, and trust me, they do work. This is a filter. This is a Premotor filter that you get with your dirt, that's used in the Dirt Devil, and it's a nice quality filter. And you might not notice it's not that dirty. Like, it is a little bit dirty, but that's after a few tries, but it's not, but it's not that dirty at all. So it'll probably take a lot more cleaning to clean it. A lot more cleaning to get it dirty enough that you would have to clean it. Let me put this back together, and then I'll get on with the video. It's pretty easy. There's little tabs that help you line it up in place. And then you just place this little thing, you place filter back on, and there's a lid. And you put it back on, and I'm now trying to explain how to do it. You take, and of course, cyclone assembly, you can take out, wipe it down a little bit, or if you have to tap it again, the trash can, you can do so. And that's what this vacuum has versus what the Navigator lift-away has. The Navigators and even the Rotator have the same cyclonic design. It's basically one single cyclone, and it's supposed to spin around this little cup-like design with a mesh screen in the middle. And apparently, and all the dirt comes into that little cup. And what it's supposed to do, it's supposed to spin out, I guess, maybe the large bits of dirt, and the large bits of dirt would go into the bottom, into the main cup area, main area of the cup. All the smaller particles would spin around the cyclone, and then any smaller bits that managed to escape that little rudimentary cyclone, which I would think be quite a bit, goes past into the filters. Then, any dirt gets trapped by the filters. HEPA filter goes through the HEPA filter and then goes back in the air. And they're pretty sealed, and I'll give them credit, they're sealed systems. So, the air is pretty clean. But I like this design a little bit better because it's a dual cyclonic design. This has been proven to work. It's been proven in the Dyson vacuums, like in the 1990s. It's been proven in Phantoms, and everything else. So in this, dirt goes into this little cup, this little area here, this little thing here, and it gets spun around by the outer cyclone. Air goes into these little shroud, little holes in the shroud, and they then get hit. They go into another cyclone. They get air gets spun around, and the second cyclone, the inner cyclone, is more powerful than the outer, and plus shaped like a funnel. And so all the light dirt, dust that gets spun out falls into the bottom. The air goes through, and anything that escapes that cyclone will get trapped by the Premotor Filter, and it goes through to the HEPA filter, and then back into the air that, and then the air returns. And usually, since this system is probably sealed, as I presume it's sealed, because I checked it has seals for the HEPA filter, and I'll show you that, the dust, how it could be trapped in clean air will only come out. That's how the dual cyclonic system works. I'll show you some of the advantages of this. I do like the fact that they have the attachments on board that has a combination tool, which has a built-in brush, and also has its powered hand tool built right in, it's hooked right on board. And I also like that the fact that the wand can be released. You have a little button here, it says wand release, and you have this long wand here that is supposed that you can get into get on the right to the bottom of the floor. You can also reach a little bit high up. Leads up to the higher up here. You can get there, and plus and anywhere else, and you can hook your attachments onto here in order to clean the cup, to clean different surfaces. And let me see if I can actually hook this. Let me see if I can do it this way. Okay, there we go. Okay. Anyway, you got the wand here, and what it's supposed to do, and it's a nice metal wand, or it feels like it's metal. It doesn't feel like it's cheap plastic. So you can be, you can get into different surface. You can clean up high and down below with easy reach. There's a little button. If you want to release the wand, you can. Release the wand there, and you still get your handle, and you can use your attachments, everything you put on there. You can put on your attachments and clean whatever surface there is. It's very nice. It's nice. It's comfortable. I like how the handle is an integrated part of the vacuum. Especially when it comes to above floor. When you're done, it clicks on just like that. That's not all. You can disconnect this. You can go into canister mode. There's a little button right in here. It says canister mode. Canister release. And then when you disconnect it, it comes off like that. Like the lift away. Of course, it's, so like the lift away, it comes off. It's nice. It's still nice and lightweight. You still got that power. And then you can have your, wand surfaces. And, let me put on some attachments here to show you. I can come up here, I can, go up, reach up high with this, and if I had to, I can slide the brush up just like that, and nice and dirt double red, I like that little thing. And then this can come off, into place. You could also use your powered hand tool or turbine head. This little brush will spin at high speeds and allows you to clean your stairs, your upholstery, anything like that. Very easy to do. I got heartburn. You can also, again, release the tools. Oh, there it is. And I can fit on the attachment just like that there. You know, I can also just extend this and I can just dust the furniture like that very easily. And then when I'm done with that, I can put that right there. And this attachment here, excuse me, will attach like so. And then you can clean your upholstery, clean out your car, whatever it is you are planning to do. And plus all your attachments, especially the powered hand tool, kind of hooks up, clicks into place. Very nice, very easy. Oh, you also get, what Dirt Devil also includes, is the vac and dust floor tool. Kind of similar to the Navigator, to the Shark's dust away tool. This one's just a little bit different, has swipes, and it has this nice little, you know, braided edge around the microfiber pad. This is meant to dust your bare floors, vacuum and dust your bare floors at the same time. You know, so that way you're not missing anything. So that way you can mop your floors and you're not getting like hair, you know, or maybe for example hair on your, you know, tools. Actually the hair gets sucked up by this. But plus here, you know, you're getting all the dust. So that way you can walk on your floors and not have your socks covered in dust. This is, you know, this is included, and you're gonna need this if you have bare floors. I'll explain why in a minute. Oh, I almost forgot. This does hook up, and when you use your dust away, your vac and dust floor tool, you attach it just like this, and now I can dust my floors, vacuum and dust my floor at the same time. So I can do the same thing. I can eliminate the broom. You can eliminate your broom, you can eliminate your dust mop. What's also a neat little feature, now here, of course, here's your main base, like your kind of base here. This can actually, you can actually take this vacuum, connect your power head, to your to the wand, and here you have something to clean under your furniture with. The only minor disadvantages is that the brush will not turn. It is a motorized brush. Of course, it needs a power connection. There's no power connection, so of course it won't run. You can do this with the lift away as well. With their vacuum, I think you can do the same with the rotator lift away. And I think Shark has a powered rotator lift away. They call it rotator powered lift away. And apparently that one can connect. You can connect this the same way like this, and the brush would actually would still be powered as well. So you'd have like a mini canister with a power nozzle. I don't have that. It would be too expensive. But, but still, if you did decide to clean bare floors with this, you could do it like this if you didn't want to get the swipes tool, or if you wanted to get under your furniture, you'll be able to with this. So if you can't get it with the main body, switch it to this configuration, and you can get it under furniture kind of like that. I will now put this vacuum back into the upright configuration. I'll show you right here. Okay, so you want to take this place your vacuum in this kind of position, kind of falls in place, it'll click like that. Let me check the time. Okay. I don't have much time, but I'm going to put this back together. And here, you can connect your wand like this. Hold on, now my wand's all closed. It's kind of gets twisted. There we go. I put the wand back together like this. And I clip it together. And there you go. That's how you do it this way. Well, right now it says 20 more minutes. So we're gonna call this part 1. And so part 2, I'm gonna record set part 2. So when I get a chance, get a Wi-Fi connection, I'm gonna record part 1 first and then part 2. But you'll see this. Alright, so rate, comment, subscribe, see what you think so far of part 1, and then switch over to part 2. So, alright, stand by.